Hello. Okay, let's go to a different subject, everybody. And remember, I will download this video after. Do you know the incident when Keith Richard took Brian Jones' girlfriend back in the 60s? You know? If you just think the thought through, okay? Brian Jones was the guy who started Rolling Stones, okay? And they fucked him up back in England, so he drowned in his own swimming pool, and yeah, it's the same site where they created Winnie the Pooh, Ole Brumm, to tell you in Norwegian, But the thing is, the story didn't stop there, because for some reason, Brian Jones decided to incarnate himself in Norway some decades later, in some 1987. So, come on. Yeah, you want to talk to me now, Keith Richard or Mick Jagger? I know it sounds kind of funny and strange or whatever here up in Norway, in the Scandinavian Republic, what do we call, But after all, I'm here, I'm listening. Yeah, you took my girlfriend, Anita Pallenberg, yeah. And I just kind of teleported over to Norway and had some rest in some decades, like 18 years, is that, like from 1969 to 1987. And I decided to do some music, and nobody ever listened to what I created up here in North, so it doesn't matter anyway. I just decided to make music in another language, because I maybe kind of got tired of this rubbish English language. That's kind of boring in a long run, and somehow I just yeah, like in my, when I was hanging around in the world back in the 60s or 50s, and it's my speciality, or what do you call it, to be hanging out with many girls, and it's like history have a tendency to repeat himself, So, yeah, I'm 3 hours away from my home city here in Norway, because I'm decided to start the life of my own, just like in when I was a teenager in the 50s or 40s. That's Brian Jones, and I had a run in Scandinavia by myself, from the history, and I've even had a dream that I was in a tent in Finland as Brian Jones. I mean, I had a dream that I was him. Understand? Do you understand proper English? Yeah. So I don't know. I'll be an English teacher and a principal in a high school. But as always, people don't believe in me. They don't think I speak English up here north. I think I can 5 words of English so far. Because other people have decided that I don't speak English yet. So have a nice time, Mick Jagger and what is the name again? Keith Richard. Yeah, peace and harmony anyway. And you don't get rid of me so easy, I'm only in the 30s again. Sorry, I just I don't know. Yeah, peace and harmony to the entire music industry from Brian Jones, and say hello to... No, he died also. What's his name again? My friend back in the days. What's his name? I forgot. That guy from Woodstock, the biggest star in Woodstock. What's his name again? Let's see. I forgot. I forgot his name. It's not that word. That's the guy. Anyway, the biggest star in Woodstock. We was supposed to make a world band together. Yeah, I know. I mean, do you remember History? Yeah. Uh, uh, Jinx something. What's his name again? Jinx. Not Jinx. Let me see here now. Here back in. His name was, of course, Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, I can recall now. Kind of, you know. I don't remember exactly my past life. But Jimi Hendrix, we was supposed to make a world band together, but then for some reason I drowned in my own swimming pool in Southampton. Yeah, peace and harmony, everybody. I will try to. Yeah, I don't have time for music anymore. Yeah, I'm doing writings now. I'm making loads of books. You know, childish idiot books, and I'm about. Yeah, never mind. Peace and harmony, everybody, folks.